Welcome, Never Betters, to my YouTube channel. I'm Susan, and this is Buddy Sherman. We are so grateful you're here. So today I've prepared a 1-hour Power Vinyasa Flow yoga class for you, all about movement and message. In the flow, we're going to move in and out of different variations of lizard pose. The message is about shifting your stance. I hope you enjoy. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up, push the bell for future notifications, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now let's get after the best version of you today. So we're going to start, if you follow me at Never Better Yoga on Spotify, we are going to press that start button all together right now. Then come with me and take a seat right on your mat. Crisscross your legs if that works. If there's any problem with that, no worries. You could extend your legs out straight. Slip your hands beneath the caps of your knees. Round your back, tuck your chin, and roll back on your sits bones. Now just hang out here. Your chin is drawing towards your chest. You might feel a nice stretch in your neck. You're drawing your navel in towards your spine, and your arms are extended. Now bend your arms and carry your heart right through the gateway. You can even rock forward on your sits bones. Lift your chin up. Now you're getting a nice stretch in the neck in the opposite direction, letting the throat chakra expand. Soften the space between your eyes. Arch your back and even lift your gaze higher. Now exhale, round and roll, draw back. So you're doing a seated cat. And on the inhale, rock forward, arch and look up. Now very mindfully connect your breath. Exhale as you draw in, roll back. No rush, no hurry. Inhale, rock forward, look up. Retract your shoulders. Exhale, protract your shoulders, meaning they round. The chin tucks on cat, and rock forward. Just a couple more times, igniting some mobility in your spine and in your hips as you move through these two poses. Super smooth, super slow. So we are in a series being inspired by a book from Oprah Winfrey called Words That Matter. Now slip your hands right on your kneecaps and create a circular motion. So you're going to travel around. You could even visualize your sits bones, the center of your core anchoring right into the earth. So today's focus is going to be on shifting your stance. So as we find our balance, find our center in our practice, both on and off the mat, we may have to shift our stance when there is turbulence that arises. Now reverse that direction. Maybe make the circles even a little bit bigger, bending your elbows and folding and lifting, but let your breath smooth out. You want a little samavriti, which is the same amount of fluctuations in between each of your breaths. Then hold up in the center. Sweep your arms out and up on the inhale. On the exhale, part the sky. Take your finger pads behind your body. Roll your shoulder blades back. Press into the finger pads, maybe so much so that you lift your bum off of the earth. Lower back down, reverse, and put the opposite leg on top in your seated stance. Offer the arms back up and take a twist on the exhalation. Do that again, the other side. Inhale up, exhale, part the arms and twist. Couple more times. Inhale, rise. Exhale, rotate and twist, drawing the back shoulder blade further onto the back side of your body. And then one more time each side, letting the waistband find the rotation. Last time, breathe in, exhale, breathe out. Now go ahead, reach the arms up, take a tented finger pad and a side bend. Pull your hand behind your ear, contract elbow to elbow, cross over the body, working the oblique. Inhale, expand, exhale, contract. Inhale, expand, exhale, contract, and then walk your hands out, really lengthening the side body. Let your hands travel into the center as you bow your head down. Walk your hands back, sweep the arms out and up, and the opposite side, tent the finger pads, lean up and over. Slip your hands behind the ear, soften your face. Exhale, pull in, elbow to elbow. Inhale, open up. Exhale, contract. Use your breath. Inhale, open. Exhale, draw in. Now stay on that side. Walk your hands out into a fold. Travel back to the center. Walk your hands back and go ahead and travel around, unraveling your entire body to come onto your hands and knees. Round your back for a little cat. Inhale, arch for a little cow. Now, look at your hands, your Surya Hasta Sun hands, spreading them nice and wide. And when you look back in cat, if you can see your shins, your ankles, your feet, see if you can hide them behind your quads. Move through these two poses, exhaling on cat, inhaling on cow. Now tuck your toes under, walk your hands right up your thighs, sitting your hips to your heels. Sweep your arms out and up, lift your hips off of the heels, tee your arms on the expansion. Point your toes, lace your hands behind your body. Index fingers go long, slide your hands down, hug your inner thighs in, look up. Exhale, hands back down, shift the shoulders over the wrists. You're on hands and knees. Bend your arms, let your heart go forward, go chin, chest, belly, landing right down on your mat, spreading your arms out to a T. Bend the right leg. Pull the right fingertips toward your body as you tent them and propel yourself up and over onto the left hip. You can always take the right arm and open up the front body. If it serves you, catch the hand and foot. Now travel back around, but make the transition super slow. You might have to adjust a little bit. Right arm and left arm are now in a T. Left leg bends. Left finger pads tent. Propel yourself up and over onto the right hip. Left arm reaches up and over. Breathe. Maybe you catch hand and foot. Yeah, beautiful opening to the front body. Travel back around. Now I want you to let your fists stack. You're on your belly, you're prone. Let your forehead rest on your stacked fists. Bend both legs and flex your feet. Now scissor your feet, so one foot in front of the other as they're flexed. Doesn't have to be fast, but it's a forward and back. So the right leg in front, then the left with knees bent. Now point your toes and turn that shift into windshield wipers. So the legs are going both into the right direction and then they shift into the left. Now, come back to the center, straighten your legs back out, shoelace side of your feet down, slip your forearms down. Now you're in Sphinx pose. Let the heart lift up. Exhale, lower your forehead back down. Rise back up. Now I want you to hold in Sphinx. Close your eyes. So these are words from Oprah Winfrey. Every challenge we take on has the power to shake us, to knock us to our knees. And yet what is even more disconcerting than the jolt itself is our fear that we won't withstand it. So when we feel the ground beneath us shifting, we panic. But what she knows for sure is the only way to endure the quake is to shift our stance. Eyes open, chin lowers. Slide the hands out. Maybe baby seal as you lift the elbows up and breathe. Now lower back down. Slide your hands by your ribs. Push up and back, child's pose. Now in your child's pose today, if you have a purpose, maybe something has shaken you to the core. We're going to find ways to regain our balance, to shift our stance so we can endure the ride. So if there's something you'd want to dedicate your practice toward today, or maybe someone, go ahead and seal that right into your heart right here and now. And also know that anytime during your practice, you can come back to this place, balasana, child's pose. Once you have your purpose, rise up, come to hands and knees. Shift your shoulders over the wrists, bend the elbows, slither down, come into cobra, rise the heart up. Exhale, lower your chin back down, push up and back so you've got a cat style, headed into child's pose. Now the same series of moves, but smooth it out. Inhale, rise up, hands and knees. Exhale, slither like a snake down to your mat. Point your toes, retract your shoulders, rise up, cobra. Exhale, lower back down, push up and back, child's pose. One more time, rise up, breathe in, connect your breath to your moves. Breathe out, chin, chest, belly, slither down, point the toes, roll the shoulders up and back, cobra. Exhale, lower your chin down, push up and back, child's pose. Come back up onto all fours and hold. Right arm extends, left leg goes long, bird dog. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, stretch it long. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, stretch it long and hold. Lift the seam of the left inner thigh. Right hand stretches back. Left leg bends. Maybe you catch it hand and foot. Release it long. Let the ball of the left foot land. And I want you to rock back and forth just very gently. Finding that shift in your stance. Rocking back. So if you can hold where you find a place that you could stretch that calf muscle out. Then with the left toes tucked under, you might have to pull them in a little bit. Hover the right shin. Stretch the right leg up and back. Roll open at the hip. Three-legged down dog. Inner knee, outer upper tricep. Inhale, lengthen it up and back. Roll open at the hip. Right knee, left tricep, work the oblique. Inhale, stretch it up and back. Roll open at the hip. Right foot steps outside the right pinky finger. Drop the left knee down, left hand down. Use the right hand to open the right hip. So you're on the pinky edge side. Now let your upper body draw away. Now, if you want more, stretch the left hand back, maybe catch hand and foot, then kick it out. Release the right hand, left toes tuck. Rock your hips up and back, digging the right heel in, pulling the toes up. Now, plant the right foot, left foot joins. Pass the baby asana at the top of the mat. Draw your tailbone back, arms reach forward. Exhale, forward fold right here. Now, if you need your feet to be a little further apart, so be it. Your knees can stay soft. One hand on each bicep. Ignite a little ragdoll. Now in your ragdoll, let the energy from the earth, the stability, come right up through the soles of your feet. Let any kind of stinking thinking, any energy that does not serve you, fall right out from in between your ears onto your mat. And go ahead and shake it out when we're on shaky ground. When things shake us to our knees, we just let it spill right on out of our head and draw a yes back in, shifting that stance so we can regain that higher ground. It's a shift in perspective, knowing that you're exactly where you belong today. No coincidence you're here. Release your hands and heel toe your feet all the way together and rise up. Top of your mat, stand tall. Right hand, left wrist, side bend. Left foot sneaks behind the right. Assist yourself into a deeper bend. Come back to the center. Left hand, right wrist, up and over to the left. Slip the right foot behind the left. Knock the knees and lean. Come back to your arms like goalposts and let your heart expand. Feel the solid connection of the soles of your feet to the earth. Lace your hands behind your back. Slide them down the back side and look up. Exhale, hinge, bend, and fold. Inhale and lengthen. Step or float your body back, taking it through Vinyasa. Exhale, coming up and back into down dog. Pop your heels up on the in-breath. Bend your knees on the out-breath. Left leg. We have to do the opposite side. So left leg back, right arm long. Bird dog. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, draw it in. Make sure you're on the other side. Exhale, draw it in. I think the right leg is back. There we go. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, stretch it back. Left arm. Now hold. Stretch it back. Let the left thumb travel down. We wouldn't want to be crooked if we were on the wrong side. Maybe you reach back to a bent right leg. Shavasana connection. Release the right leg long. Let the ball of the foot land. Rock back and forth. Yeah, stretch that calf out. You're just keeping the stretch going and finding that place that could use a little extra attention. Then hover the left shin up. There you are in high plank with a hovering left shin. Stretch the left leg back, three-legged dog, roll open at the hip. Inner knee, outer upper tricep, tap it high. Inhale, lengthen it back, long, straight and strong, left knee, right tricep. Inhale, lengthen it up and back, roll open at the hip. Left foot steps outside the left pinky finger, dip the right knee down. Now let the left hand come to the inside. You can help open up that inner thigh. Let the heart go up and back. Now stretch the left arm back. If you want a little more, bend the leg, catch the hand and foot, and then open it up. You got it. Now lower the left hand down. Pick up the right kneecap, dig the left toes in. Yeah, so it's a little modified version of pyramid pose. Now, plug that left femur bone in. Breathe. Now, plant the left foot. Let it go straight. Let the right foot join past the baby asana. Arms levitate forward. With a sweep and a fold, lace your hands behind your back, up and overhead. Release the hands, heel toe your feet together. Rise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Right hand, left wrist. Lift up and over to the right. Left foot behind, knock the knees, side bend. Come back to the center. Left hand, right wrist, up and over. Right foot behind the left. Work the arch of the right foot. Come back, tee your arms and expand your heart. Collect your hands, hinge, bend, and fold. Dive over your legs. Inhale and lengthen. Step or float your body back. Take it through Vinyasa. Up dog or cobra. Exhaling back, down dog. Now hold up in your down dog. Walk your feet in about 6 inches and bring your feet together. So it's a little shorter. Now, pop your heels up on the in-breath. On the out-breath, bend your knees. Step, walk, float, fly. Feet to your hands, top of your mat. Surya Namaskara A, the sun salutation, halfway lift. Exhale, let's hear your breath out. Lion's breath. Rise up, breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Offer the arms up. Energize your practice through your breath. Part the arms. Hinge, bend, and fold. Inhale and lengthen. Step or float your body back. Take it through Vinyasa. Either stepping back to high plank, lowering through Chaturanga, low push-up, or taking it right on out. You choose. You decide. Slow the roll. Now, in your down dog, shorten it up, but hold. Take a nice deep breath in and a long breath out. Do 2 more of those. Take a nice deep breath in and a long breath out. And the third one, it's a lion's roar out. Here we go. Take a nice deep breath in. Yeah, even stick your tongue out. Exhale nice and loud. Now, we're going to move through 3 rounds of Surya Namaskara A. I'm going to call it out. Find the simplicity, find what serves you, and move with your breath. Here we go. Inhale, elevate your heels up. Exhale, bend your knees. Step, float, fly, feet to your hands at the top of your mat. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Root to rise. Adjust your stance if needed. Find that stability. Exhale, collect your hands at heart center, finding your center and your balance. Offer the arms up. Part the sky, hinge, bend, and fold. Find that grace, that flow. Inhale and lengthen. Step or float your body through that vinyasa flow. Getting that 90-degree angle on your arms, keeping the heart forward, meet back in down dog. Hold. Come with me on the inhale, the heels lift. On the exhale, bend your knees. Think light thoughts. Step, float, fly, feet to your hands. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Reach for higher ground. Find that stability. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center, samastitihi. Inhale, offer the arms up. Part the sky, part the heavens. Hinge, bend, and fold. Find that balance. Inhale and lengthen. Step or float your body back. Find buoyancy in your practice. Find that smooth flow. Meeting back in down dog. Your breath has the power to keep you in this place. 3rd round, 3rd's a charm. Here we go. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, bend your knees. Look where you're going. Step, float, fly. Feet to your hands. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Root to rise. Stretch high to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, bow down. Breathe out. Inhale and lengthen. Step or float your body back. Take it through vinyasa. Offer your heart up. Exhale, up and back, down dog. Right leg is going to lift. Roll open at the hip. Now pick the left heel up. You can look back at it. Shift it on a 45-degree angle. Left heel toward the right side of your mat. Right hand stays down. Left hand sweeps back, possibly to catch hand and foot. Release, let the right leg go long, straight, and strong as you pivot the left heel back. Exhale, right knee, right tricep, and hold. Windshield wipe the right knee to the left and hold. Shoot the right leg out, fallen triangle. Left arm up and overhead. Now listen up. Flex your feet, lower your body down. Now you're in a wide-legged seat, Upavista. Sweep your arms around, back hand, left hand down. Pick your hips up, fallen triangle, back of your mat. Super slow, use your core, lower yourself back down. Pivot to the front of your mat, pigeon pit stop. Back knee can be down. Inner thighs, lift your arms up, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, tuck the left toes under, shoot the right leg up and back, roll open at the hip, stay or flip inside out, wild thing. Lift the right arm up, bring it around, kiss the right kneecap. Step it up, modified revolved lunge. Bring it up and around, warrior two. Turn it into stargazer, heels in, toes out. Slip your hands on your thighs, horse stance. Now rock a little side to side. Rock a little side to side. Get a little lower. Get the toes light and the hips low. Now hold up in the center. Spin around and take a peek on the back side. Now reverse it up and over in the opposite direction. Now spin to the back of your mat. Come to warrior one. Left leg in front. 45-degree angle on the outer edge of the right front foot. Brush and sweep your hands. Either lace them or just swing them into humble, devotional warrior. Bow down to the earth. Letting go of that need to be right. Finding that stability. And if we get shaken, we adjust our stance. Right hand down. Now, left hand, left shin. Look back, come to the pinky edge side of the right foot. Pick the left shin up, and you're balancing on the right hand. Maybe you let it go and star it out. Stargazer flying. Flip if you want. Left foot behind the right. Left arm up. Bring it around. Now kiss the left kneecap. Step it forward. You're still facing the back of the mat. Dip the right knee. Offer the arms up. Right hand forward, left hand back. Right toes are tucked under. Up and around, warrior two, front of the house. Woo! Now, get a deeper bend on the front leg. Pull your navel in. Extend your gaze over the right index finger. Flip the right palm for peaceful. Pinwheel your hands down. Move your body through that flow. Emptying your breath out. Keeping your wings, your elbows tucked in. Nice and close to your body. Meet back in down dog. Left leg lifts. Roll open at the hip. Look back at the right foot. Pick the right heel up. Shift the right heel to the left side of your mat. Left hand stays down. Can you activate and find your center? Find your balance. Right arm reaches back, maybe to catch the left leg. Release the right hand down. Left inner knee, left upper tricep. Windshield, wipe it over to the right. Shoot the left leg out. Fall in triangle. We've been here. Let the right arm lift up and overhead. Now, use your core. Flex your feet. Lower your sit bones down. Sweep around in a little circular motion. Right hand down. Pick your hips up. Fall in triangle. Back of your mat. Beautiful. Lower back down. You know where you're going. Left leg bends. Pigeon pit stop. Top of the mat. Right knee can lower. Arms rise up and overhead. Exhale. Plant your hands. Tuck the right toes under. Shoot the left leg back. Roll open at the hip. Stay or flip inside out. Wild thing for a back bend. Open up your heart. Shift that stance. Every challenge we take on has the power to take us to our knees. Bring it around. Left hand down. Pull the left knee into the forehead and pause. Step the left leg forward. Modified revolve lunge. Left arm lifts. Spin the outer edge of the right foot down. Pinwheel your arms around. Warrior two. Turn it into stargazer. Heels in, toes out. Take it right to warrior one. Back of the mat. Right leg forward. Humble, devotional, brush and sweep. Maybe lacing your hands as you let your head bow down where your left foot would be if it were there. Letting go of that need to be right. Humility. Dive right into that humble practice. Not thinking less of yourself, but thinking about yourself less. Release that connection. Left hand down. Right hand takes a hold of the right shin. Look back at the left foot. Come to the pinky edge side. Can you pick the right shin up and then let it hold? Point the toes. Maybe stargaze it flying. Right foot behind the left. Wild thing, maybe. Right arm lifts. Bring it around. Kiss the right kneecap. You're still facing the back of your mat. Right foot steps. Left knee down. Now, if you're feeling the earth move beneath your feet, if you're getting shaken, solidify through the stance. Left hand forward, right hand back. Now, tuck the back toes under. Up and around, warrior two, front of the house. Re-solidify, stabilize, adjust your stance, shift it if need be to find that stability. Flip the left palm, reverse. Pinwheel your hands down. Let it go, let it flow. You choose the exit, moving through that vinyasa flow. Let your heart lift. Exhale, draw your hips up and back, down dog. Now pop your heels up. Bend your knees, let them land. Rock your hips back to your heels. When we are knocked to our knees, reach the arms out and up. Rise up, lift the hips off the heels. Point the toes, tee the arms. Now, lean back. Exhale, brush and sweep, bow down. Inhale, rise up. Tee the arms. Lean back. Activate the quads. Exhale, brush and sweep. This time, tuck the toes. Hang on to the left hand, left foot. Circle the right arm around. Go back down. Both hands wrap on the outsides of the heels. Right hand, right heel, open up. Now, keep that going. Bow down. Rise up. You can't avoid the tremors, the daily tremors that come with being alive here on this earth. But what we can do is we can search for that new center of gravity by adjusting our stance, shifting maybe the left foot or the right to find our own center. Breathe. One last time each side. And then lower down to hands and knees. Go chin, chest, belly, slither down. Let your hands come alongside your body. Palms down, feet down, chin down, hands down. Rise it all up, Shalambhasana. Breathe. We find balance in the present. Lower back down. Do that again, Shalambhasana. Maybe you want to lace your hands and lift them off the back body. Lower back down, hands by ribs. Tuck your toes under. Pop your hips up and back. down dog. Walk your hands right back to your feet at the back of your mat. Heel toe your feet as far apart as they need to be to get your peace fingers on your big toes. Physically pull them up, breathe in. Exhale, sneak your elbows in. Breathe out as you fold. Do it one more time. Inhale, levitate the heart up. Breathe in. Don't fight it. Exhale, breathe out. If there's too much difficulty in the pose, maybe you can find a way to adjust your attitude, to soften your attitude about the pose. Shake out of your head anything that arises that could hinder your practice. And draw that, yes, that balance, that connection back in, being here in the now. That is exactly when we know how. Now, release your hands, heel toe your feet all the way together at the back of your mat. Rise up and stand tall. Right hand, left wrist, left foot behind the right, curtsy bend. Come back to the center. Left hand, right wrist up and over to the left. Sneak the right foot behind the left and bend. Get pliable, get flexible. How do we balance our strength with our flexibility? Therein lies the challenge. Hands to heart center. Close your eyes, draw your chin to your chest. Now you might feel a little swaying, but just know that by choice, you find your balance, you find your stability. And if you fall, you get back up. But practice breathing right here and now. Re-solidify your purpose. Then open your eyes, stand super tall, lift the right leg up. Right hand, right hip, left hand crosses over to the right shin, possibly to the outside of the right foot, and then kick the right leg forward or keep it bent. Stretch the right arm back, maybe even taking your gaze with it. Breathe. If you find yourself off balance, what do? Shift our stance. Now, pinwheel your arms down. Let the right hand go down. Right inner thigh lifts. Left arm rises. Perhaps that Shavasana connection. Right hand is down. Left arm reaches back for the right foot. Release it and take a walk out into down dog. Roll open at the hip. Inner knee, outer upper tricep on the right. Windshield, wipe it to the left. Shoot it out, fallen triangle. Left arm lifts. Lower your hips down, flex your feet, sweep around, root down, rise up, fallen triangle, back of the mat. Lower back down, front of the house, pigeon pit stop. Elevate the arms up, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, tuck the left toes, take the right leg up and back. Either stay right here, rolling open at the hip, or flip inside out. Wild thing. Right arm up, kiss that right kneecap, draw it in. Step it up, modified revolved lunge. Up and around, warrior two. Turn it into stargazer, heels in, toes out, gaze up. Turn it into warrior one, back of the house. Humble, devotional, brush and sweep, bow down. Release that connection. Right hand carries the left shin up. Maybe you let it go and open up. Possible flip. Left arm lifts. Kiss that left kneecap, step it forward, dip the right knee. We've been here. Offer your wings up, then part them. Right toes tucked under. Up and around, no rush, no hurry. Warrior 2, front of the house. Beautiful transitions. Flip the right palm, peaceful. Straighten the right leg, reach up and back. Dock your hips back. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle. Turn your triangle into a wide-legged fold. Right hand down, left arm lifts. Lower the left hand down. Try to keep your hips square. Peel the right arm up. Now travel back to the top of your mat. Heel toe the right foot all the way over to the right side. Drop the left knee. Left hand down. Sweep the right arm back. Maybe catch it hand and foot. Now release it. Tuck the left toes under. Now sneak your right shoulder underneath. Right leg is right there. Maybe you balance lifting the left leg up. Yes? Woo! Unravel it and step back, high plank. Take it back from high plank, down dog. Beautiful. It's a flying lizard. We're going to try it again on the other side. Shift to high plank. Lower all the way to your mat. Like a snake, slither into cobra. Heart lifts. Maybe Urdhva Mukha, upward dog, palms of hands, tops of feet. Exhale, hips up and back. Last standing round. Walk your hands back to your feet, back of the mat. Brush and sweep your arms out and up, stand tall. Left hand, right wrist, right foot behind the left side, bend. Inhale, rise back up. Adjust your footing if need be. Find your center. Find your balance. Shift your stance up and over to the right, left foot behind. Come back to the center. Hands to heart center. Lift the left leg up. Crane. Left hand, left hip. Right hand, left shin. Become that change you want to see. Maybe you kick the left leg out. Now, let your inner thighs work hugging toward each other. Maybe the left arm reaches back. Beautiful. Now, pinwheel your arms down. Left leg sweeps back. Left leg lifts. Left hand down. Right arm rises. Parvrita, Ardha Chandrasana, revolved with a Chapasana possible connection. If you've got it, release it slow. Walk out, three-legged down dog. Roll open at that left hip. Inner knee, outer upper tricep. Stay with it. Windshield, wipe it over to the right. Shoot the left foot out. Fall in triangle. Spin the right arm up and overhead. Flex your feet, lower your hips down. Circle around. Right hand down, lift your hips up, fall in triangle, back of your mat. There you go. Beautiful. Lower back down, you know where we're going. Pigeon pit stop. Left leg bends. Right knee can even lower down. Inner thighs fuse in. Arms lift up, find that higher ground. Exhale, plant your hands. Shoot the left leg up and back. Roll open at the hip. Stay or flip. Wild thing. Left arm lifts. Bring it around. Kiss that left kneecap and pause. Such power in pause. Left leg steps. Modified revolve lunge. Left knee tracks over toe 2 and 3. Let the rotation come from the waistband. Lift the right kneecap up. Beautiful. Up and around warrior 2. Adjust and shift your stance to find your balance. Turn it into stargazer, heels in, toes out, gaze up. This time, lace your hands, kick your heels out. Toes in, slide your hands up and down the back. Bend at the waist, cascade down. Let your shoulders rinse overhead. In a wide-legged Prasarita Padottanasana. Benson is loving this. Release that connection. Pivot to the back of the mat. Let the right foot go toward the back of the house. Left foot is on the 45. Rise up. Warrior 1. Humble or devotional. Devotional is where the wings sweep alongside the body. Humble is where you lace them and dive down. Matters not. Just dive into that humble and kind heart of yours. Breathe. Release it. Left hand down. Carry the right shin up. Maybe point the toes. Maybe fly it out. Then flip it. Wild thing. Yes. Bring it around. Kiss the right kneecap in. Step it up. Back left knee down. You're facing the back of your mat. Offer your arms up. Breathe in. Part your wings. Breathe out. Back toes tuck under. Come with me. Up and around. Warrior 2. Front of the house. Find it. You've got it. Breathe. In this moment, you're still breathing. In this moment, you found a new place to move your feet so you can step right into that higher ground. Flip the left palm, peaceful. Straighten the left leg, press into the left toe mound. Reach up and back. Dock your hips back, left hand down. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Now this time, turn to a wide-legged fold. Kick the right toes out on the diagonal. Jiva lunge at the back of your mat. Right leg bends. Maybe you kickstand across. Maybe you bind. Maybe you're lifting a little higher. Then shimmy over to the front of the house. Heel toe the left foot all the way to the left side of the mat. Dip the right knee. Take the right hand down. Sweep the left arm up and back. Open the front body. Maybe catch hand and foot. Then open it up. Breathe. Now, flying lizard on the other side is much easier. Yes? Pop the hips up by tucking the right toes under. Sneak the left shoulder under. You're just going to kind of like pop the left heel up. Arms come in a little, bend them. You're going to let that left leg kind of wrap around and then pick the right leg up and back. So you're flying your lizard. But this time, land in pigeon. So you may have to adjust your stance. Left heel, top of the right thigh bone, and then work your upper body down. Maybe it's forearms. Maybe you put either a blanket or something under the left hip. And then maybe you descend. We're moving into an ooey gooey pigeon. Right leg extends back, maybe even a little more in the center of your mat. Now, is there a layer that you could peel away that's no longer serving you? When the earth gets shaken beneath your body, what do? You adjust your stance. You get your footing grounded so you can step to a higher place, not sweating the stuff below us. Help yourself up. Roll onto the left sit bone. Bring the right leg across and carry it. So you're going to create a little carrier for the right leg. So it's a lot of hip opening. If this is too much, maybe another carrier version serves you better. And then you've got options here. Either fire log pose, Agni Sambhasana with shin to shin, right leg on top, or just the comfortable, easy seat we started with. And then can you walk your fingers forward? Now fold. Balance lives in the present. The quickest way to lose our footing is to focus on what dreadful things might happen. So they say we hold a lot of stuff in our hips, a lot of emotional tension. Let your inhalation lengthen. Let your exhalation help you dive into the space you create. Now walk yourself back up. You're going to find pigeon on the opposite side. So the right leg stays bent. Swing the left leg back. Then ooey-goo yourself down. And see if you can bring yourself right back into the now. Living in this moment. Letting your breath stabilize your body. Maybe you inch the left leg a little more toward the center. What are you holding on to that you can't change? We find the grace to accept the things we cannot change, the strength to change the things that need to be changed, but the wisdom and the discernment to know the difference between the two. It's how we find serenity. It's how we find peace. There's a lot of shaking in the earth going on. We continue to rise up to higher ground. Lift yourself up and then spin on to the right side of your body as the left leg carries across, creating that little hammock style. Now, if you prefer a different style carrier, you can let your arms, let the left foot be on the right bicep, left knee in the crooks of your elbow, and then just rock very gently. Becoming that change you want to see in this life. Instead of belittling, we can be the ones that uplift others. Instead of demolishing, we can be the rebuilders. Either Agni Stambhasana, fire log pose, stacking the shins, sole of the left foot on top of the right knee, or just a comfortable, easy seat, Sukhasana, and walk yourself down. Instead of misleading, we can light the way so that all of us can have the opportunity to stand on higher ground by shifting our stance. Breathe. Then slowly walk yourself back up, unravel your legs, plant your feet, distance of your hips, thumbs in, pinky fingers out, pop your hips up, reverse tabletop. Lower back down, come to a comfortable seat. Now, if you can move into Shavasana and stay 5, 10, 15 minutes, just go ahead and turn the video off. But if you're going to come with me, go right back to the beginning. Slip your hands beneath your kneecaps, roll back to a seat. See if you notice any difference in your body, in your breath. Then rock forward, arch your back. Are you more pliable, more flexible? Now hands on your kneecaps, just a super slow circular motion. Re-establishing the grounding and rooting, the root chakra, Muladhara. Breathe. Reverse the direction. Finger pads slip back. Switch the opposite leg on cross. Roll the shoulders up and back. Lean back. Lift your heart. Neutralize your spine. Sweep your arms out and up. Breathe in. Carry the gifts, the graces, the blessings you've been given. Seal them into your heart as you find your balance this week and you make adjustments by shifting your stance. Seal that and your purpose right into your heart. Let it bring peace, clarity, and love that you can then share. Lift your gaze up, one Om to home. Sip your breath in. Om. Now go on out and be a blessing. Namaste.